City Morning Show.
Morning. Welcome to today's edition of the Sugar City Morning Show, live and direct from Nortevisión Studios here in Orange Walk. Muy buenos días todos. Bienvenidos a esta edición del Sugar City Morning Show en vivo y en directo desde los estudios Nortevisión aquí en la avenida San Lorenzo en Orange Walk. Un gran gusto saludarles como siempre. Gracias por estar en nuestra sintonía. Muchas gracias a toda nuestra gente que nos ve por cable. Muy buenos días. Tenemos arreglos con las distintas proveedoras de señal de cable que permite que nuestra señal se vea desde Corozal hasta Punta Gorda, desde el Benque hasta San Pedro. Muy buenos días a todos. Good morning. Buen Tibinafi. También a nuestra gente aquí en el norte que nos ve a través de Canal 10 en vivo y en directo desde Canal 10, la única estación de televisión que se ve por aire, que si no tienes arreglos con cable, lo único que puedes ver es Canal 10. Es un servicio especial, gratuito, y muy orgullosos de ser los únicos de proveer este servicio a la gente de Corozal, Pueblo y Aldeas, Orange Walk, Pueblo y Aldeas. Muy buenos días a todos. Y feliz año nuevo. También, quiero saludar a la gente que nos ve a través de Facebook en la página Sugar City Morning Show. Muy buenos días a todos. ¿Cómo se encuentran? Hoy es el 6 de enero. Hoy quiero saludar a las personas que están cumpliendo años. Me parece que la tía Gingy cumple años hoy, si no me equivoco. Que la pases muy bien y que logres comer todo lo que anhelas comer. Ayer yo tuve un tiempo espléndido es la palabra, porque tuve el gusto de estar con mi familia aquí en San Esteban, pues no en San Esteban propio, pero aquí a la entrada de San Esteban con Eloisito, Adrián y Eloisito y Rosie y su familia. Así que muchas gracias por toda la atención que nos dieron. Pues cada que voy ahí salgo con la panza llena y con una sonrisa en la cara, porque no hay tiempo para estar peleándose. Siempre se platica y se platica humanamente, se platica con mucho respeto, se platica y nos reímos y platicamos, y bueno, un buen momento. Gracias por permitirme esto. Es algo muy especial. Thank you very much, Rosie. Thank you very much. Y claro que a Ursi y a Mardonio, que estuvieron ahí, su familia, y a sus hijos de Rosie, sus hijas de Rosie, Enalini y todos los demás. Buenos días a todos si nos están viendo, y muchas gracias. Como dije, hoy es el 6 de enero y pues ningún otro... hemos estado haciendo esto por los últimos 5 años y no vamos a romper tradiciones. Hoy vamos a seguir con nuestra oración, como siempre lo hemos hecho. Así que te invito a unirte conmigo a decir: Padre, muchas gracias por todas tus bendiciones, por la vida, por la salud, por las fuerzas. Aunque no estemos al 100%, tu Padre nos das suficiente para que nosotros podamos hacer un éxito con lo que tú nos das. Padre, hoy te pido que me guíes, te pido que me ayudes, porque voy al médico y voy a hacer una consulta muy importante. Protégeme, Cúrame, Padre. Hoy te pido por mí, porque estoy enfermo. También te pido para todas las otras personas que están enfermas en sus casas, en los hospitales. Te pido por todas las personas que están pasando por tiempos difíciles. Te pido por los niños desamparados, por los viejitos, por aquellos que no tienen nada que comer, por aquellos a quien se les falta el respeto cada día, aquellos que están al margen de la sociedad. Permítanos, Padre, poder ganarnos la gloria. Hoy te pido también para éxito en todo lo que hagamos. Y como siempre, Padre, te alabamos, te bendecimos y te adoramos siempre. Amén. Muchas gracias, Padre. Then we go now direct to the weather forecast. And it's kind of nippy outside. Not that cold, but cool. And currently the conditions are, it's presently cloudy outside, 69 degrees, and the forecast for today is as follows. For today, Monday the 6th of January, cloudy, windy, and cool conditions will continue today. The 24-hour forecast, cloudy to overcast, with light rain continuing, mostly over the sea and some coastal areas today, and then over the south tonight. The winds range from the north-northeast, 10 to 20 knots, and becoming gusty. The sea stayed moderate to rough. So quickly, I'm telling you that there's a small craft caution that is in effect for occasionally gusty winds and rough seas. Don't take this lightly, please. Fishermen or tour guides in particular who feel brave in going into this weather. During the day, it's one thing. During the night, it's completely another. So please, be careful. Temperatures along the coast, 76 as a high, 72 as a low. Inland, 78 as a high, 65 as a low. BSI reported 65 degrees. In the hills, 68 degrees as a high and 60 as a low. For Tuesday and Tuesday night, the outlook is for periods of light rain or generally isolated showers, mostly over central and some southern areas. High tide occurs at 7:23 within 11 minutes. A low tide at 12:28 this afternoon. A second high tide at 6:31, and the second low tide at 6 minutes after 2 tomorrow morning. The sun rose this morning at 6:24. Notice that it's starting to go back. I think that 6:25 was the extent of what we saw, and that was on Friday. Now it's 6:24. So now the days are going to become progressively longer until we get to the 21st of June, which is the day that is going to be the longest day. We just went through the shortest day in December 21st. It's a cycle that keeps on repeating itself all over through the millennia of years. Like I said, the sun rose this morning at 6:24, and the sun is setting today at 5:32. The moon is also rising at 2:10 this afternoon and is setting at 3:19 tomorrow morning. Thank you, friend, forecaster Angelia Guy, or Guy, as I believe it should be said. Muy buenos días todos. Este es el reporte del estado del tiempo para hoy, lunes 6 de enero. Y si estás cumpliendo años hoy, te deseo todo lo mejor. Permíteme tantito de café. Un chup, como dicen, un chup. La situación general, condiciones nubladas frescas y con un poco de viento continúan sobre nuestro país. Para las siguientes 24 horas, nublado a completamente nublado, overcast, quiere decir que es completamente nublado, no hay espacio para un poquito de sol, con llovizna y continuando más sobre el mar y algunas áreas de la costa hoy y luego sobre el sur hoy por la noche. Los vientos del norte-noreste 10 a 20 nudos con ráfagas más fuertes. El estado del mar moderado a súper agitado. Temperatura 76 como una máxima, 72 como una mínima. En el interior 78 como una mínima, 65 como una mínima. 78 como una máxima, 65 como una mínima. BSI reportó también 6.5. Y por las colinas 68 como una máxima, qué fresco, ¿verdad? Y 60 como una mínima. ¿Qué se espera para mañana? Mañana martes, periodos de llovizna con chubascos aislados ocurriendo más sobre el centro y sur del país. Hay una nota de cautela a propósito. Para aquellas pequeñas embarcaciones, por favor, no tomen esto ligeramente. Tómenlo seriamente. Cuando hay una nota de cautela, es por una razón. Y se les pide, por favor, que tomen máximo cuidado, porque no queremos la repetición de lo que le sucedió al señor Cornell aquí en Orange Walk, un jovencito que perdió su vida. Bastante desafortunado eso. Una marea alta sucede a las 7:23, entre 7 minutos, una baja a las 12:28, mediodía, otra alta a las 6:31 y otra baja mañana a las 2 de la mañana con 6 minutos. El sol salió hoy a las 6:24. Dense cuenta que ya empezó el regreso empieza a quedarse un poquito más largo el día. Hoy está un minuto más largo el día que ayer. Cuando digo el día, el momento de claridad, porque el día es 24 horas, ¿ok? En los momentos de claridad. Y esto es un proceso que sucede cada año, y el 21 de junio es cuando celebramos el día más largo, y luego entonces empezamos otra vez yéndose al día más corto, que acabamos de pasar en diciembre 21. Son resultados del solsticio, y si quieres saber más, te invito a que lo cheques en el internet, es facilito checar. El sol salió hoy, como día, a las 6:24 y se oculta a las 5:32, y la luna primero sale a las 2:10 hoy por la tarde y se oculta a las 3 de la mañana con 19 minutos. Muchas gracias, forecaster Angela Guy. Hoy es un día muy especial, especialmente para la gente que vive en México y en España y muchos países en Europa. Hoy se celebra el Día de los Reyes Magos, y en varios países, como dije, de América Latina, Europa y otras partes del mundo, se celebra el Día de los Reyes Magos, festividad en la que se recuerda la adoración de la que fue objeto el niño Jesús por parte de los 3 Reyes Magos, como signo de reconocimiento del mundo pagano de que Jesucristo es el Rey y Salvador de la humanidad. Esta fecha tiene un significado muy especial en países como España, también que en México, por citar un ejemplo en que los niños suelen recibir los regalos que les traen los reyes, y las familias aprovechan para reunirse y compartir la tradicional rosca de reyes, un delicioso pan que se prepara exclusivamente para degustar en esa celebración. Nos hace falta doña Felipa Santana. Recuerdo que usted y mi mamá y las señoras del barrio hacían siempre la rosca y pues claro, pues yo también comía de ello. Pero nos hace falta. ¿Qué pasó? Se está muriendo las tradiciones. Hay que buscar gente que lo empiece a trabajar de nuevo. Compañeros, son las 7:20. Vamos rápidamente a una pausa y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes luego de estos anuncios. Vamos a la pausa.
World-class spaces for Belizean athletes to thrive and fans to enjoy. Our new basketball and multipurpose arenas have proven their worth, attracting regional and international sporting events and hosting expos, conferences, and proud graduates. Your government moving Belize forward.
Girl, that about time you reach my house.
Girl, you know how things go. I busy with everything. But how are you?
Since my son got married the girl far down the road, I left here with this whole addition to this house. And I don't know where I'm going to do with it. But I think I want to rent it out for tourists stay.
Girl, that what you to do? You to sit on park gold mine. If you want to use it for Airbnb, first thing you have to do, the register with BTB. So call me 227-2420 and ask them how to register. After that, everybody had to call you for rent your place. But that what you to do?
Girl, then you tell me if I call BTB?
Did you know that if you own or operate a tourist accommodation, such as a room in your home for cash purposes to any guest, local or foreign, regardless of its location in the country, or if you are registered or advertising such room or property with any booking engine or marketing platform such as Airbnb, by law, you must register with the BTB. If you fail to do so, you commit an offense punishable by fine or imprisonment. For further information or assistance, please contact the BTB at licensing@belizetourismboard.org or telephone 227-2420. You can follow us on Facebook too.
Have you ever noticed the development that's taking place in your town or in your city? Maybe it's because you've been too busy enjoying the results. More for Belizeans, more for Belize, the government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Take a journey with us to endless possibilities. Our future as a country is now. DigiNet Boost is countrywide. Taking Belize into the future. Nationwide technological evolution. As the most advanced fiber connection, DigiNet Boost is a step forward into a modern world. Belize is powered by DigiNet. DigiNet Boost, now available countrywide.
Six cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Notice to residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
The soup not got no taste. I can't even feed it to my dog. It needs no salt. I don't have no salt. I don't have no money. I wonder when this man I get paid. Jan! I hope you know that down the street they played no bad picnic.
Mom, you know what? I just came from Miss Mary's house and she said she was renting her extra room on air something.
It's Airbnb, Jan. Didn't you listen to the BTB? Did you know it ad last week on television?
Okay, Mom, Airbnb. But still, we have an extra room and we could rent for extra cash for my new school books.
That's a good idea, Jan. We'd have to first register it with the BTB. But I don't have time for that right now. I need salt.
But babe, you know something? Jan is right, we need money, but we need to get it the correct way, so we need to register the room. I wish I know about this before. Let's go, son. Let's go register the room one time at BTB.
But I need some salt. Jan! 2 of a kind.
Did you know that if you own or operate a tourist accommodation, such as a room in your home for cash purposes to any guest, local or foreign, regardless of its location in the country, or if you're registered or advertising such room or property with any booking engine or marketing platform such as Airbnb, by law, you must register with the BTB. If you fail to do so, you commit an offense punishable by fine or imprisonment. For further information or assistance, please contact the BTB at licensing@BelizeTourismBoard.org or telephone 227-2420. You can follow us on Facebook too.
Welcome back to the SugarCity Morning Show. Bienvenidos al SugarCity Morning Show para hoy, lunes. Hoy es el 6 de enero. Y si estás cumpliendo años, por favor, que tengas un excelente momento. Please join me in saying good morning and welcome to our good friend, Mr. Robert Chekiasha. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Martinez.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, I see him. We are back, pa. Today is the 6th. You say it's what? The Reyes today?
Dia de los Reyes.
Or Dia de los Reyes. So it's the King's Day today.
Mm-hmm.
We want to say
An
good morning.
important day in Mexico, like I said, and in Spain. And you know why? It brings back good memories of here in Orange Walk, because between some of the neighbors, my mother and Mrs. Felipa from the bakery and
Santana,
Chepa and the whole crowd used to get together and do the rosca. So we used to get together and do the rosca, and then there were muñequitos inside. So whenever you get your slice of cake, if you receive a muñequito, I don't know what that means, you have to give tamales or whatever it is. It's such a date, and I don't remember all the nuances of the event, but rather interesting, because it's a way of keep working along with your neighbors and keeping good relations with your neighbors.
Yep, well, congratulations to everyone that will be celebrating today. But Pa, we are in the new year, and it's time for everybody to get back to work. I understand some people never started to work last week. They said they want to chill till today, which is not such a good thing. But if that is what they have chosen, well, we're back to work. But Mr. Martinez, we have always been saying, especially when it comes to children, we're asking persons to take care of their children, take care of their kids, because when you take care of kids, in the blink of an eye, a child can disappear without if you know to pay attention. Because we have information here from the Human Services Department that a little kid, Jovel Cetina, a child was found abandoned in the DFC area of San Pedro, and this kid is in their custody. The sources are saying that they suspect that the child's mother is from Corozal Town and the father is from Kikaka. The child was found on Friday morning with only a small bag of clothes. So they let go the picnic out there. You just go and you take care of yourself.
Only the child is.
I try get it there about this thing and they mess up, and they mess up with them, and I try to see if I can get it back. Get it back. Okay, I need to get it back, Pa. But what they take place to make one smally picnic out there, and you find I try to find the story. Find out with a bag of clothes. So what they abandon the picnic and get my clothes. I tell them go find your mother, go find your Pa.
I don't.
I have to get the full story then.
Get the full story.
Yeah. Hello, good morning, SugarCity Morning Show.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, sir.
I have a couple points to ponder this morning, no?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
And I go back again to the Senate inquiry. Right now, the United Democratic Party is campaigning to have a change of leadership. It would be nice that if the Senate inquiry concerning the passport scandal could have been cleared before Mr. Barrow stepped out as leader of the UDP, and it's a shame on him not to have pushed this, because there will be a change of guard, and we don't know what will happen with this inquiry. It took too long. Mr. Salazar is taking too long to get this thing out to the public.
What's the last thing you know about the Senate inquiry? What's the last thing you know?
Nothing. Nothing has been said about the Senate inquiry. Absolutely nothing. Right? So all of this said that their time, they don't have much time and whatnot. Right? That's all they have to say. Right? So as far as I'm concerned, nothing has been done about this Senate inquiry. Right? That's just one. But they have a more urgent one right now. Right? A more urgent one that we need to face the fact that the government is not doing what they promised to do. They said that as from the 1st of January, no one-use plastic and styrofoam should be used in the country. You go to the Mexican side at Jeromal right now, Chedraui, Sam's, Walmart, they do not give you any plastic bag right now. And it should have been a law that as the 1st of January 2020, in Belize, that should have stopped. But you have importers that are still importing styrofoam and plastic. So where are we going to? Right? What is the government doing? They're not implementing what they say. And it's passed through the House of Representatives. It has been passed already that it should have been implemented on the 1st of January. Right? And you go to any Oriental shop right now, even local shops. Right? And they're still giving you plastic. So we're not living to what we're preaching. Right? So the government is very lax. They say things and do not fulfill things. And they make laws only to benefit them. And then they really implement it. But when it is a law that doesn't bother them, they don't implement it.
Sir, I can guarantee you that as soon as we set on the phone, we're going to be calling the ministry and finding out, and we're going to put them on speaker so that you can hear what's going on, because we're going to be very straight up with the questions.
Exactly. They had. Let me tell you, they had a 6 month. They had a 6 months grace period, right, to implement this, to start to implement this no plastic or no one-use plastic. Sorry, one-use plastic like plastic bags, plastic spoons, no styrofoam. It was a 6 month grace period they gave them, and I can guarantee you right now that they have importing 40-foot containers of plastic. Right? Just as yesterday, they had this Oriental lady on our pickup truck selling plastic to the people that are selling vegetables by the market.
What?
So where are we? They need to be fined. They need to be penalized so that they can stop. Right?
Yep.
Our government is not doing what they promised the people. Right? So we need to do this, man.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We'll follow up on it right immediately, sir. We'll follow it immediately.
No, these are things that we're seeing. A lot of people keep their voices shut, but somebody needs to bring it out, right? You need this passport scandal. The inquiry is one. This plastic is the plastic situation is the latest one. It is the latest one. We have a lot of other points to ponder, right, and bring up to the public. There's a lot of points to ponder. Right, they think they're minimal, but they're not. They affect the country. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Pa, before we touch that, the story says here, it said that the reporter has confirmed with a representative from Human Services Department that Jovel Cetina, the child found abandoned in a DFC area in San Pedro, is in their custody. That sources told the newspaper that they suspect the child's mother is from Corozal and the father is from Kikaka. The child was found on Friday morning with only a small bag of clothes. So I believe that when they found the child, the Human Services, they never have no kind of information with the mom or the dad, because they say it's a suspect that the father is from, one is from Corozal and one is from Kikaka. And this child was found in San Pedro wandering with a bag. You know, say what year, you know, say how old the child is, but that's the information that is there.
Well, I don't know about the case, so I just heard about it.
Yeah.
So it's a downright shame. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what in the world could a young person, it doesn't say the age.
No, he never said the age.
But was it a toddler, a small kid?
No information.
No information, neither. Not even said the age.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be a 8-year-old, 10-year-old. It just is a child.
But the child, I believe it, at least in those ages where they mentioned, because if the child was able to say if her mom or dad is from someplace, then it must be in those ages, no?
Yeah, but whoever is doing the reporting is lacking the essential information, because as you said,
maybe they don't have that information. Maybe they don't have all that information, no?
Hello.
Yeah, but it's sad to know that if this is true, that parents out there are not taking care of their kids. So you bex the man and the woman bex. I say, all right, me and put the picnic out there, you take her.
No, we don't know if that is true.
No, that's why I say, if things happen like that and that's what they do, or they left the picnic with somebody and the person don't want mind the picnic, or
maybe the picnic just run away. What if the kid just ran away, or you never know. So I refuse to comment there, because I don't know what went on, what is the circumstances, what the reason why the kid was found by himself. Maybe the kid ran away, maybe the kid was told, quédate aquí, espera para que tu papá venga a buscarte. And the kid just decided to walk away and leave wherever it was, and not abide by the instructions, and now he's lost.
Yeah, maybe that makes sense. You said maybe like he may have a bag y say, pues espera aquí, tu papá va a venir en el bote y te va a llevar.
Exacto.
Or en el avión or whatever, no?
And kids being kids, when they decide to walk away or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just, you see, this kind of situation there just causes us to begin to
suspect
and to try to find an explanation, but that's not the right thing to do.
Yeah.
We have to get the information, the correct information, and then report.
Yeah. So we will try to see if we can get more information on that, Pa.
And as to the Senate report on the nationality scandal, I don't have enough to answer you at this moment, sir. But I'm doing a search, and the last I heard is from Love FM. It's reporting that that says the Senate Special Committee held public inquiries in the Auditor General, blah blah blah. But that it will soon be complete. But when I share your concern, I don't know when or what is the content of, or what's the reason why, if perhaps it has been, or who is the one who is delaying it? Would it be Aldo?
He was one of the moderator, right?
I think that it would be him. Senator.
Yeah, Senator Aldo Salazar.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. He would be the chair of the committee, and I think he would be the one who's responsible for writing the report. But can imagine that I'm not going to say anything more in that regard, because other than that, I'll be trying to defend the tardiness. So I'll just keep it there until I find out more. No. I'd like to, as soon as 8 o'clock, to be able to call the ministry.
That's the Ministry of the Environment, no?
Ministry of the Environment, and speak to whoever it is in regards to the bolsas, the bags, because I'll be honest with you, I had heard that there were plans to stop the importation of bags, and as a matter of fact, it went into phases that people were permitted to bring in bags up to a certain point, and also plates, and giving the people a chance to be able to get cheaper replacements, because the replacements that are available are not too cheap.
Yeah.
You follow me?
Yeah.
One of the plates that is manufactured here, it only costs you 20 cents. However, if you get it from the biodegradable type, it costs you up to $1. So everything will go up if we stick to buying those biodegradable products, unless a cheaper version of the product is found. I don't know if they have found that cheaper version of the product. I don't know at what point the ministry is with its policy, but I don't think, I'm hoping that the ministry has finalized its policy in the first place, because they themselves openly admitted that they had not finalized the policy. So, as best as I know. But we will speak to them today, very shortly. We'll speak to them because I share the caller's concern.
Yeah, and it's not just a move to try to undermine the importers that are bringing in those plastic bags. It's a move to protect the environment.
It's right, and it's just something out of policy. We have heard that the ministry itself has proclaimed that it's going green, and that this and the other, but it seems to me that the plans are not being put in place. It seems to me that we don't have the resources to put it in place. Whilst other countries have the bag productions, they produce their own bags, but we don't.
Yeah.
We have to import everything from Merida.
Yeah, that's the reason why some things are more expensive in this country than other places that you visit. But on that note, we will take our second break of the morning. It's 17 minutes away from 8 o'clock, and you're watching the SugarCity Morning Show. We're coming to you live from North Television Channel 10 after San Lorenzo, the San Lorenzo Boulevard. That will be renamed shortly to the Ignacio Vega Boulevard right here in Tralfa.
Do you know that as a fact?
That has been written already, Pa. It's just time to get it done. When the era rep was here, he said that was what was going to happen.
I love for that to happen.
Yep.
But we'll talk more about that.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
The ongoing technological evolution constantly transforms the way we live our lives. The introduction of our national fiber network creates the opportunity for Belizeans to live the digital lifestyle. Today, Digi is proud to introduce Dana, Belize's first artificially intelligent automated assistant. Dana is the modern customer service experience. Available 24/7, Dana can provide Digi prepaid and postpaid customers with directory information, credit and plan balances, product and promo information, and more. Just talk to Dana. Want to check your credit balance? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, what's my credit balance?
New Digi promotions? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, any new Digi promotions?
Dial 113 for directory assistance and dial 119 to talk to Dana. Digi remains committed to introducing the latest in cutting-edge technologies. Transforming Belize, one technology at a time. Try Dana today.
Thank you for calling Digi Customer Service.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el... ¿Balancín? Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roche-France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche-France.
Someone come? Yes, someone coming. Let's go. Sa. Fastest question of the day. Why you the letter here?
Who's me the letter?
That sign right there. You can't read?
Well, make I tell you something. In this here community, everybody dump here, so me just dump my garbage right here.
So if somebody jump off a bridge, you that do it too?
No, man, no.
You never know that littering is an environmental crime and Department of the Environment can charge you for that?
Why is that a crime?
Because you pollute the same environment you live in, dirtying the same land and water you use. You don't even know that you dumping garbage can make you and your family sick by attracting disease-carrying pests, and the Department of the Environment just to try help we take care of the we environment.
So all of that? Well, now that you put it that way.
Thanks for your 5 cents, brother. That's that 5 cents question of the day.
This message is brought to you by the Department of the Environment.
Our economy benefits when goods and mobile services get to their destination quickly. When citizens are able to travel without frustration and undue hurdles, everyone benefits as well. The government of Belize is happy to announce the imminent upgrades to the Corozal-Sartaneja Road. 27 miles of road will be upgraded to paved standards and will include the replacement of 2 ferries with new bridges.
Why is it that we're going to invest in Sartaneja? Why is it that we have to take $50 million to invest in an area where we do not have a political directorate? We believe that as a government, we have to provide a service to all Belizeans.
Well, this for the village of Shunosh is a big advantage both ways. Sometimes when we got sickness, we got people sick at the clinic there, women. When we reach at the ferry, can't pass, 45 minutes have to wait. So now this road will benefit whole village, Sartaneja and Copperbank. I'm part of Progreso too. Well, it's really important for us.
I know that our village is not so much developed with tourism because it's a remote village. And for that reason, we don't have a lot of tourism over there. But now with this upgrading of the road and the pavement of the road, I think that it will be much beneficial for us and for everybody.
More for Belizeans, more for Belize. The government of Belize. Moving Belize forward.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's exactly 8 minutes before 8 o'clock. Las 8 menos 8 minutos. Bienvenidos al Sugar City Morning Show en vivo en directo desde Estudios Nortevisión aquí en Orange Walk. We're talking about the amount of people who have died here recently in Orange Walk.
But it's a lot.
It's enough funny. People who we know have died. People who have died that we know. In other words, we know these people. They're not like if we only know about them. We know them. Richard Smith, my good friend, has passed away. He has been buried since Saturday. Richard and I pretty much grew up together. We used to go out and we used to have drinks together when we were young boys.
Yeah.
We used to have, he has been buried. He died of diabetes. Listen to this well. The man Petillo died. Dubious circumstances. I don't know what's going on there, but that person has died. Help me here.
Yeah, we had
Mr. Filigonio. He has passed away.
We had a councillor from Trial Farm here.
We've had a councillor from Trial Farm, right. We have had
the person that suffered in an accident with a tractor from San Felipe. Remember that one? The person was coming on a motorbike and crashed into a...
Yeah, and that's about a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago too. You know, and earlier in the year, Mr. Martinez, the Urbina family suffered 3 great losses. First one was Mr. Miguel Urbina, then Mr. Hernan Urbina, Mr.
Then
Charo,
Mr. Amparo.
then Mr. Amparo. 3 in less than 6 months.
I know. I spoke to Ms. Vim on Friday.
Yeah. How is she doing?
She's doing good.
Okay, thank God she's good.
She's very optimistic.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but Mr. Martinez, in a little over a month from today, delegates of the United Democratic Party will be going to a big convention. I believe this one is going to be the biggest convention for the party, the United Democratic Party. It's going to be the biggest convention because, well, you know, I mean in attendance, because delegates are always the same numbers, no? Approximately always the same numbers. But I believe many people will be attending this big convention. I don't know what the convention is. Did you hear anything yet? The last one was in Belize City, right?
Yes.
At the ITVET compound.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have a candidate from Belize City and one from Belmopan. So will that be on a neutral ground or it will happen in Belize City?
No, man, I think it will be held in Belize City.
Okay, so your assumption is that it's going to be held in Belize City. Well, I believe, Mr. Martinez, I went to one of those conventions in Corozal when the Honorable Gaspar Vega contested against Honorable Patrick Faber for the deputy. That's where Honorable Gaspar Vega won that convention.
You know what? I just thought about something. We need to be there.
Yes, man. We need
We
to be
need
there.
to go. We need to be there. We need to be the front line.
So we can bring back all the information.
Exactly. So, hey, we're going to be there.
But I believe it's going to be a massive convention when it comes to attendance. When it comes to voting, like we always say, the delegates has that power in their hands. Because the area representative that are putting the delegates there.
What I want, I agree with you with what you're saying, but what I want to feel, ladies and gentlemen, is I want to feel a part of the great family of people living, people who are supporters and friends of the United Democratic Party. I just love to be
in that circle.
And it's a wonderful feeling. And I'm inviting people to join and to because you don't ever make the mistake and think that the United Democratic Party is weak. It is vibrant. It's there. And maybe not here in Orange Walk, but believe me, I'd like to ask you to join with us in the convention, February 9th, which is in a month and 3 days, you know.
And it's a Sunday, so you have time.
It's a Sunday. So I don't know, I would believe that there are going to be buses going. Mind you, like I said, this is supposed to be a closed event, in other words, because it's really not meant for the public.
No,
it's meant for the delegates to vote.
It's an election within the party.
But it's a party function. So, hey, we're gonna be there. We never miss it for the love of God.
Yeah, you was there for the last one in the city, right?
Of course I was there.
What was the feeling out there?
It was a wonderful feeling, man. It was a wonderful feeling.
Yeah.
It was a good feeling.
Yeah, so this will happen on the 9th of February. And like I am assuming right now that we'll be having UDP supporters from all over the country gathered at that convention. You know, meeting friends and drink your ice, you know, and got so many people technically drinks by the side and stuff. But it's a day of the UDP family to come together.
The UDP family comes together, and it's a wonderful feeling. So, hey, believe me, it's an important time when the UDP is is mustering all its forces and to confront the opposition in November. We have not declared yet. We're saying November because that's when we're thinking we're going to be having elections.
That's when this government is due have come to the end of their term.
But
in
they
November,
can
right?
have it all the way up in January.
Yeah, and
90 days after that.
or it can be before
It
November
can
as
be
well.
before. But I believe that it's going to be in November.
Yeah. What happened is, Pa, we have Honorable Patrick Faber, who is the current Deputy Prime Minister right now. Some persons were asking me, but what happened if Jan win and Patrick lose? Then Patrick can be the Deputy Prime Minister. I tell them, no, they have persons running for that position as well. If Patrick doesn't win this election, then he just remain as a minister and an area representative. Because this is no runner-up thing, or if somebody not come in, you stay. Right?
Right, but it's an interesting question because a lot of people are saying, all right, if the Prime Minister decides to demit office before the
election is due.
Before this convention, leadership convention, then automatically the deputy party leader or the deputy prime minister assumes office,
That's a big
which
issue.
would be the Patrick Faber.
That not happen.
However, that's not going to happen as best as we know. So it's only the prime minister has said that only after the convention he is going to demit office.
Right.
After somebody has already been chosen to be the leader of the party.
Yeah. So
Automatically that person would be the leader of the party, and when prime minister demits office as leader of the party, then that person goes in, is called in by the governor general. Do you, sir, have the majority of
elected
of support from the elected representatives? And well, I don't know if they asked that question in particular, but it's the governor general who assumes that he has the support of the majority. So he then names that person prime minister. But they have to be the leader of the party. So then that person becomes prime minister, and the person who is running for deputy leader becomes then the deputy prime minister. It will either be it's going to be a woman.
Well, remember Honorable Hugo Pat is there too.
Or a man, right? So we have either Hugo Pat or Bev or Tracy.
Oh yeah, Tracy is there as well.
So you have two women versus one man.
Yep.
Okay? These are interesting times,
Because,
very, very interesting.
Some people's idea is that we go into this convention and they feel like, okay, Jan won the convention, so Jan is prime minister. It's not so. It's not so. There's a process, and Mr. Martinez just explained the process, how it works. So if that person win that day, he's not automatically the prime minister, because it has to go through the procedure, there are steps. And whosoever win that convention, it's left up to the duly elected prime minister if he wants to resign before the term or not.
If he resigns up to before, then the person will have an option of becoming prime minister for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, but I believe.
But prime minister has baffled us, because he said, "I'm going to say till the very last day, never mind me," and he has said on a different occasion, I may not last.
So maybe right after the budget presentation.
So but then again, he's a consummate politician. He is going to He do all sorts of things.
He does things very cagey.
He very cagey. So he doesn't set me up. Believe me, he's gonna finish his term.
Yeah, but you know also, Pa, the thing is that the delegates will decide on this convention, and it's very interesting. It's very interesting because what happened is now that like you rightly mentioned, some goodies might be going around. You know, but I got this for you, I got that for you, or a scholarship available, I want to send you there. But then it's something that you need to look after your country and not only your self-interest. You need to look after, if that person is promising you and promising that, look further than that. I don't say no take it, you know, but look further than that. It's up to you. I can't tell you take it or not take it. It's up to you to decide if you want. You look at the persons. I'm not talking only about the leaders, but everybody that is running. Because these persons that will be running will decide the future of your party, the United Democratic Party, the whole team, right? So you need to look at that. And then you need to look at the person that can win the next general election and the person that has the ability to run the country. So the delegates, if they want to see good for their country, they got one hard task.
Yeah, but one thing I must say, and I'm going to say it openly, that I don't know if the people have really been thinking or just using it conveniently, because maybe at the end of the day they're PUPs who I was talking to, but logic tells me one thing. Logic tells me that me and Chekid are friends. And all of a sudden Chekid does something which he's not supposed to do. But then people say, I have to watch out Emmanuel too, because that's a cheeky friend. And same thing with Mr. Mason and what his name? The man that was just sent to prison, Mr. Mason, right?
Mr. Mason.
Right.
He had a lot of friends.
He had lots of friends, and if he had a friendship with any of the ministers, well, so did he have friendship with PUP ministers and with a number of them as well.
Yeah.
Because the man was a con artist.
You know how smart old people?
The man was a con artist.
And all the time, all his friends that he had from both parties, they figure he was
whatever he did, that doesn't mean that the people who are around him must share the responsibility of what he did along with him, because he did it on his own.
Yep.
And I'm sure that Minister Saldiva has nothing to do, nothing, and it's unfair for him to be
stained,
because he's a friend to Wayne. Well, he offered some help with the football team, and I'm sure that things must have happened there. I don't know what.
Which anybody that take our sponsorship on our team.
Thank you very much. If someone telling you, boss, I will give you $50,000 for your team, you wouldn't take it? Tell me the truth. Of course I would take it, for the love of the sport. But that doesn't mean that because you were friends with the man, that means that, hey, you share the guilt for what happened to Pastor Llewellyn.
Are you involved in that?
Are you involved? I mean, I don't need to explain that, because that's logical.
But it's unfair for try to stain somebody like that, you know, and especially some of the persons there where you hear the preach on TV about this thing that the Honorable Jan Saldiva relationship with this Mason. We know you know that
man out of shame. That man out of shame. That Louis Wade out of shame.
And you know, for you say somebody they got false passport that they banned a cookie tree, then you find one next lie there and this and that. If this thing never happened, maybe he and all the people, like you say, he was friends with persons from both parties. Maybe the people may are still there wrong and they get all these donations for the team and for the election and the campaign and everything.
I don't know.
I only saying maybe. You understand? But then this thing happened and then they find out who that is, man.
The way I see it, I'm glad this happened so people know what kind of person he is, and now you move away from him.
Yeah. And he has been found guilty?
He has been found guilty by the courts, and he's in jail. And I'm hoping that he is held under lock and key and not given special privileges. I will not continue with the rest. But I'd like to see.
And that I think will happen in a politics, you know, pa. If this man I'm a friend with other people and so, you may and no politicians from no party, you may never hear people name the call out there about this person, this and they lambaste this one. But just because persons from the ruling party, because the only ones that from the ruling party then Islam out, you know. They don't Islam out the ones that.
Well, obviously you will realize that it's a political thing. They want to stain the name of Mr. Minister Saldiva. They want to stain the name, and they want to picture it. They want to show a picture that the man is corrupt, that the man is guilty, that the man has something to do, that birds of a feather flock together, that this and the other and the other and the other, and they've been targeting him lately.
Slam the man.
Yeah, they've been targeting, but at the end of the day, the truth shall make you free. You don't think so?
And you see, Pak, all the thing, Honorable John Saldiva no come out and say, defamation of character, because they frame the man, no?
No.
And he not come out and say, this
Another thing that happened over the weekend was that there was a dare.
A what?
A dare. A dare. The ARE. Not a deer, a D-E-R.
Not a deer they talk about.
A dare.
Say me I eat today.
You hungry now?
No, but the first thing come to my mind is Morris and the farm. Papa, we need to take a break, you know.
Yeah, we need to take a break. We'll be right back. Let's take a break. And juice it there. Yes.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with the cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillett's Meat Shop. Fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Yes, come in. Why, Sean?
Joe.
Long time no see. How is everything?
Everything is good, man. What's the latest with you?
Man, everything is good. Business is flowing. I can't complain. As a matter of fact, I'm working on a new project. Thank God you're here. Let me show you the plans. All right? These are the plans for my 5-bedroom, fully furnished apartment complex. When I tell you fully furnished, AC, hot and cold, Wi-Fi, you name it, I have it. All right? And I want to market this on Airbnb.
All sounds nice, but have you started your paperwork already?
Which paperwork?
Joe, don't tell me you don't know. For you to market or rent any type of rooms, you have to register with the BTB, bro. It's in the law book.
Wow, really, Sean? I never knew that. You know what? I finished all of my work for today. Make we go to BTB one time, go deal with this paperwork, and then after that, go take on Lee 1 too.
All right, because I'm thirsty, but make we go to BTB first.
Make we go.
Did you know that if you own or operate a tourist accommodation, such as a room in your home for cash purposes to any guest, local or foreign, regardless of its location in the country, or if you're registered or advertising such a room or property with any booking engine or a marketing platform such as Airbnb, by law, you must register with the BTB. If you fail to do so, you commit an offense punishable by fine or imprisonment. For further information or assistance, please contact the BTB at licensing@belizetourismboard.org or telephone 227-2420. You can follow us on Facebook too.
The Philip Goldson Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goldson International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section B of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and the Buttonwood Bay Boulevard roundabout is underway at an investment of $21 million. Works consist of the full rehabilitation of the road to paved standard, which includes the widening of the road to 4 lanes, lined sidewalks and drains, wide shoulders, median, and parking plus a bus lane at designated sections of the road. LED road lighting will be installed along with road safety features such as signs, reflectors, and road markings. The project will also facilitate in the improvement of underground infrastructure for the public utility companies. The Government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
World-class spaces for Belizean athletes to thrive and fans to enjoy. Our new basketball and multipurpose arenas have proven their worth, attracting regional and international sporting events and hosting expos, conferences, and proud graduates. Your government moving Belize forward.
Girl, that about time you reach my house.
Girl, you know how things go. I busy with everything. But how are you?
Since my son got married the girl far down the road, I left here with this whole addition to this house. And I don't know where I'm going to do with it. But I think I want to rent it out for tourists stay.
Girl, that what you to do? You to sit on park gold mine. If you want to use it for Airbnb, first thing you have to do, the register with BTB. So call me 227-2420 and ask them how to register. After that, everybody had to call you for rent your place. But that what you to do?
Girl, then you tell me if I call BTB?
Did you know that if you own or operate a tourist accommodation, such as a room in your home for cash purposes to any guest, local or foreign, regardless of its location in the country, or if you're registered or advertising such room or property with any booking engine or marketing platform such as Airbnb, by law, you must register with the BTB. If you fail to do so, you commit an offense punishable by fine or imprisonment. For further information or assistance, please contact the BTB at licensing@belizetourismboard.org or telephone 227-2420. You can follow us on Facebook too.
Have you ever noticed the development that's taking place in your town or in your city? Maybe it's because you've been too busy enjoying the results. More for Belizeans, more for Belize, the government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Take a journey with us to endless possibilities. Our future as a country is now. DigiNet Boost is countrywide. Taking Belize into the future. A nationwide technological evolution. As the most advanced fiber connection, DigiNet Boost is a step forward into a modern world. Belize is powered by DigiNet. DigiNet Boost, now available countrywide.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's exactly 21 minutes after 8 o'clock.
Nice morning, pa.
Beautiful. Well,
by the way, pa, school starts today, you know. So I want to wish all the kids all the best, the teachers and the parents. Primary school starts today. Today.
I know,
Yes,
but it's rather strange because this morning, 6:30 when I was walking out, it was this avenue was peeled.
Yeah, I
didn't
know.
see any students.
Yeah, but never see no students. Maybe come late.
Or maybe.
Yeah. So, we want to wish all of them the best, you know, all the kids going to school, the teachers and the parents, you know, want to wish you all the best. But I know we have a story there that we want to look on. I don't know if you have the text of it or it's just the audio that we have.
Actually, I'm going to, yes. It's an interesting story. I think it was last week, Friday, that we were treated to the end of year messages from both the Prime Minister and also the Leader of the Opposition. And by now you should have seen the lengthy New Year's messages from these leaders. As the incumbent, Barrow's statement is a golden serving quote of sunshine, while as the challenger, Briceño's message is like a catalogue of misdeeds, mishaps and wrongdoings by the ruling United UDP. So much so, he goes even further in saying that the PUP leader accuses unnamed persons, quote, at the highest level of the UDP government of facilitating the landing of drug planes. Now, like Jules says, that's fine for corner chat, for shush shush. That's fine. You could shush shush all you want, but for you to actually put that on your message, end of your message, saying you have credible evidence that some ministers are involved in this thing, is taking it another level completely. So, we have a response from the UDP's Attorney General, who is the government's chief legal aid. Now, I'm going to be playing this. And listening to it.
Like that in his New Year's message and in a newspaper in written form is just totally unacceptable. You are saying that there are UDP officials high up in the government who are facilitating the landing of drug planes. Well, you have that credible information, well then bring it. Bring it. If you don't believe that you could take it to the police department or to me as the Attorney General or to the DPP, then take it to the DEA, the US, the European Union if you want, the OAS, the CARICOM, anywhere, just bring it. Let us have that information so we can prosecute those who are responsible in the government if you say you have that information. And I want to put on record, Jules, that I'm giving him 24 hours to produce that information. If you don't produce that information, Mr. Leader of the Opposition, then you're a damn liar. Then you're a liar because you have no information of that sort. And to be making a blanket statement like that, saying that officials high up in the UDP government are drug runners, sir, you have about 19 members of cabinet who may be waiting to sue you. So you better have that information ready.
But at the same time, AG, you are putting yourself in a position which is hard to defend because you don't know all the secrets and all the activities of everybody in the government. Indeed, there are wheels within wheels, and there are things unseen which you may not know of. So you may be swearing on behalf of those senior officials, but indeed there are skeletons in closets. There may be.
Question is, there may be. That is why if he's claiming, he's the one making a claim, you know, not me. I'm not claiming that there are saints. He's claiming that some of them are devils. So then you present your claim. He has nothing else to say. But because he has to spice up his speech, he has to put something in there that's just mind-boggling. But you cannot be that irresponsible as a leader of opposition, a man who wants to be prime minister. You make a statement like that, you better have the evidence and the information. Put it in the Belize Times then. And it's the perfect place to hide something, but put it anywhere where you supposedly have this credible information. How can a leader of the opposition be so irresponsible to make an unreliable statement like that?
Okay, the commentary finishes by saying political gamemanship being what it is, we won't hold our breaths for 24 hours waiting to get that information out of John Briceño. So he was given 24 hours to produce that evidence because John Briceño claims he has evidence that there are currently members of cabinet of the UDP government who are involved in landing planes. The AG says that is a rather irresponsible statement coming from him, and he should have never done that. But however, if he has that information, well then spirit, tell the government about it, put it on Belize Times or whatever. But don't be saying it out and including it in your end of your message if at the end of the day you don't have proof of what you're saying. Jules said, but he may have proof. He may have proof because, skeletons do exist in people's closets, figuratively. So it's an interesting situation because I don't know if John Brussein is going to spill the beans. I don't know if he is going to do that. I think that would be something else completely, and or if he is going to be taken to court by some of the very ministers who will be defending themselves, given the accusation that has arisen from the leader of the opposition. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's a rather interesting situation here that is happening, and like I said, the AG has given the leader of the opposition 24 hours. Now, obviously, those 24 hours have passed, because this is from Friday. But we'll see what happens today during the course of the day. We'll see what happens if perhaps there's going to be any what is it called? Any press conference, whatever, as a follow-up to these accusations. I don't know if there are going to be any. So, and if there is, well, we will be keeping you informed in that regard. We will be keeping you informed in that regard. So let's keep ourselves informed. It's rather interesting. Let's go on a quick break as we speak, and we'll be right back with a lot more. It's exactly 8:31. Let's go on that break.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
The soup not got no taste. I can't even feed it to my dog. It needs no salt. I don't have no salt. I don't have no money. I wonder when this man I get paid. John! I hope you know that down the street they played no bad picnic.
Mom, you know what? I just came from Miss Mary's house and she said she was renting her extra room on air something.
It's Airbnb, John. Didn't you listen to the BTB? Did you know it ad last week on television?
Okay, Mom, Airbnb. But still, we have an extra room and we could rent for extra cash for my new school books.
That's a good idea, John. We'd have to first register it with the BTB. But I don't have time for that right now. I need salt.
But babe, you know something? John is right, we need money, but we need to get it the correct way, so we need to register the room. I wish I know about this before. Let's go, son. Let's go register the room one time at BTB.
But I need some salt. John! 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 2 of a kind.
Did you know that if you own or operate a tourist accommodation, such as a room in your home for cash purposes to any guest, local or foreign, regardless of its location in the country, or if you're registered or advertising such a room or property with any booking engine or marketing platform such as Airbnb, by law, you must register with the BTB. If you fail to do so, you commit an offense punishable by fine or imprisonment. For further information or assistance, please contact the BTB at licensing@belizetourismboard.org or telephone 227-2420. You can follow us on Facebook too.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
The ongoing technological evolution constantly transforms the way we live our lives. The introduction of our national fiber network creates the opportunity for Belizeans to live the digital lifestyle. Today, Digi is proud to introduce Dana, Belize's first artificially intelligent automated assistant. Dana is the modern customer service experience. Available 24/7, Dana can provide Digi prepaid and postpaid customers with directory information, credit and plan balances, product and promo information, and more. Just talk to Dana. Want to check your credit balance? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, what's my credit balance?
New Digi promotions? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, any new Digi promotions?
Dial 113 for directory assistance and dial 119 to talk to Dana. Digi remains committed to introducing the latest in cutting-edge technologies, transforming Belize one technology at a time. Try Dana today.
Thank you for calling Digi Customer Service.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. What a beautiful morning, what a beautiful day, what a beautiful 6th day of January 2020. When my hand each me, when I say 2020, my hand stop each because I know that big number don't play. A lot of people don't collect one, a lot of moolahs, a lot of money. But folks, as we're here this morning, we have a very great gentleman here, this great supporter of the United Democratic Party. When I see this person, he always remember me and my song when he big stuff. But he put it in the next way. Who do you think you are, Mr.? Well, we're not going way there, but this morning we have with us a great activist and a big supporter of the United Democratic Party. I know him as Easy Glenn, and he's here with us this morning. Easy Glenn, we want to welcome you to the show, my brother.
Yes, man. Good morning.
How you doing? How you doing?
Well, I can't complain. Once I have that life and that strength, I'm good.
Okay.
So, basically, like I say, I'm here,
okay,
and I'm here to actually talk reality
and
the truth.
Yes.
No time I talk at the sing for no supper now. So basically, like I'm saying, it's top of the new year now.
Yeah.
A new start. So this is the trend where I really like supporting.
You're spending some time here with us in Orange Walk.
Yes, definitely. They are the Sugar City.
Yeah.
Right?
Easy Glenn, what happened is that that right now that we know we have the United Democratic Party big convention coming up. That's an election within the party, right? But I was talking to some people over the new year, and they were telling me that, you know, this politics that Orange Walk, people talk it daily. And some people may tell me, we have two parties. They say we have the opposition complaining about the current government, the current party that's in power right now, which is the United Democratic Party. He said, but what do they have to offer? Where is their track record? You say that these people are in there and they are corrupted, but what happened to your crowd? Have you changed your color, or you're the same?
Well, I could say it from my point of view that I judge one political party, even my own party, from their report card. You understand me? And if I see a report card, don't get on too much F, too much big zero. You understand me? There's no way that I could even try to say that you're the change. And when they talk about corruption, the opposition, they need to even look upon themselves, man, what they had been doing for decades. Not just now, for decades, in terms of, I could tell you, infrastructure. That one, I could take off my hat to my government, and you could say the difference of things there, what they did, you could say what the money spent in terms of PUP, man, then it's tribe, and they had this country for decades, for years, without UDP had win no election and so forth. But the main thing is create opportunity and put the money where part of the money business.
And that's where the infrastructure come in play, because you know we have this Sartaneja road right now. Contract has been signed already. They don't do groundbreaking ceremonies, but it's not only about fixing the road, you know, Easy Glenn.
No.
A lot of people get job.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I am saying, sir. And like I say, you have even some of the programs there where they teach some of the ladies there for sew, don't neck and collar and then type of things there. And this is what we need in the country. But if you just sit down and pray for Jesus, come do it for you, you know what, do it. You, like the Bible says, you help yourself and he will come and help you in terms of that. And I could say it. I could knock on wood and say that Mr. Barrow had pushed one lot of things whenever did in the Gazette in terms of jobs, creating jobs. You remember when we come home from school, so every 11:30 they have one thing called Opportunity Unlimited.
Oh, Opportunities Unlimited.
Once you want to sell something. And so I am saying that my government create opportunity, they deal with infrastructure. You understand what I'm saying? And once you have those things in place, people want to see what part the money they spend. But if they know they see the money they spend, the money they got at England, the money they got at this Ashcraft, this money they shit. No, sir. So, in terms, I take off my hat to the government when it comes to create opportunity and jobs.
We talk We know you know a lot about Belize City, the whole country. But apart from all the great work that Mayor Darrell Bradley has done in the city, what changes have you seen in Belize City with the government since 2008?
Well, I could tell you from since 2008, besides what Darrell Bradley had done, we have ministers who had participated in different programs, especially with the poverty alleviation.
Okay.
Where here you have people who have the debt and so forth, they get assisted. You have kids actually where run where and so forth. The parents can't take care of them. They put the officer there from human development, put them in places and so forth, get them in school instead of the on street corner and so forth. This is one of the things there where I want to say that in terms of schooling too, you could walk around Belize City and barely even see some of the youths there on the street because they end up in a some program, they end up in a like Miss Diane Finnegan. I have to take off my hat to that lady. She created so much opportunity for ghetto youths. Where I watch some of the youths there right now today, they have job now. The Radisson, they have one job at different places.
Then I used to come out of the apprenticeship program, no?
This is what I am saying, sir.
Yeah,
right
but
out of that program.
how tough is tough for a representative in Belize City when it comes to squatters and people want land and Belize City barely got any land? So how that work?
Well, I could say it from a standing point. In Belize, I do my surveying and so forth. I do my one postmarking. In Belize City, you do not have no kind of land. No kind. But if you go like places like 8 Miles, Cotton Trees, these areas, we do have little land in those areas. But just say Belizeans, like most of the people from the city, they want to live within the city.
They don't want to get out of the city.
They don't want to get out of the city. You see what I'm saying? And right now, I tell you, you get your land out there, areas there. It will be nice here. You want to see how you got your lead piece where you could even do a lead farming and stuff like that, right? So basically, there's no land in the city.
So although they don't have land in the city, the representatives are still assisting residents of Belize City with lands out of Belize City.
Yes, with lands out of Belize City, and also they assist them with their land papers and so forth. Because you have peoples who actually live on their land for years, and just because they maybe don't know the procedures, they don't go for their land papers, no?
Yes. I have some commentary.
Yes, sir.
The United Democratic Party is going to be in office. I think it will mark 10 years that we're in office. Conventional wisdom is that as a party, the longer a party remains in power, the more unpopular it slowly becomes. That's conventional wisdom. However, the United Democratic Party is aspiring to take a win in these elections in November. And certain things must remain paramountly clear versus what the PUP is making us or trying to make us believe, that the UDP is the most corrupt government that there ever been. I think that misery loves company.
Okay.
And I think that this is a little something that the PUP is doing to try to, what is the word? To detract people from actually remembering the years when the corruption was so rampant with the PUP in those areas. It has not been a more corrupt government in the past 20 years than the People's United Party government. However, the people tend to forget these things. And now we see the same politicians dressed in white and saying, oh, we don't do that anymore. And then the people are so gullible and so vulnerable and saying, I will vote for you because this crowd right here have to go. No, where are we with the truth? Is it because we make it convenient? Because at the end of the day, my conscience is telling me that I cannot vote for the People's United Party.
And I won't.
Because a vote for the People's United Party is a vote for another 10 years of rampant corruption like we have never seen before in our lives.
Well, I wouldn't want to stick up in this, sir. I want to say, when you talk about corruption within the parties and so forth, PUP, they're not only corruption, PUP, they're the essence of corruption.
They're the architects of corruption.
And I could go right there and lay it out for you, sir. A government sustains itself by taxes and revenues. And if you privatize everything in your country, all of your resources, you tell me how you want to collect tax. You forget that these people sell out the light. They sell the water. That are the first thing the PM had take back. That the water. They sell the light. They sell the phone. They credit the port. You show me which CARICOM country credit their port. So when you talk about corruption, sir, then they send DFC straight down the canal. Crash DFC. Lend Papi Pina 30 million, lend this year 130 million, and so
and in 3 hours to Novello Brothers.
This is what I am saying, sir. So when you talk about corruption, these are the them people there that the essence of corruption. So when they are talking about corruption, boss, I sit down and I think I say they give me headache when I see them on TV and I watch the God of the assembly building like they're such of a saint, and I know what they capable of do. Then they pray for power right now. When they roll their iron like Pringles pan cover, then they watch all of the assets. You understand me? Watch what people EPM had to do. When it comes to, like I tell you, you can't credit one talk us out here, but then credit the port. You understand me? So when you talk about corruption, I always tell you, watch themselves, especially PUP, especially them. So they can't come like they're not innocent. And if the people they do not remember, that is why I'm here, because I want to remind you.
So in essence, sir, can we say that they're fooling the people?
Man, that just like Bob Marley said, you could fool some of the people sometime, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. And the young people now, and the elderly people, they tell some of the young people, man, you be careful, I know what we gone through with PUP. You understand me? So, and young people is engaged now. And anytime you see candidate, they offer themselves to a party, that's mean the party is good. You see anybody they offer themselves to PUP, sir?
and something which has been unprecedented. I mean, like this convention that's going on sometime next month. I had never seen so many people running for chairman and for deputy party leader and treasurer because they're showing what is called confidence in the party.
That's right. And I could always go on record and say that when it comes to the United Democratic Party, we always have vibrant candidates and people who want to put themselves, nobody want to put themselves with no corruption people, no vagabond people where you see them, they right there, they roll their eye and so forth. So this is the main thing, is we're going to stop it and we're going to forward, like I always say, nobody stone out an empty mango tree.
Hello, good morning, SugarCity MorningShow.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning.
This is a conversation with due attention.
Yes, sir.
And now makes sense to me because I live the history of this country.
Yes.
But what more evidence can we want about their corruption when the current party leader was seen on national TV telling them, bring back the millions on the thief? What more evidence do we need?
Thank you, caller. Thank you. See how the caller say? And if, like I say, if you could see this party leader may get on the TV, I want you to bring back all of the millions of dollars. Bring back the money. Man, nobody knocking after he knock off it oneself. You understand me? And that just like I always say, when you're hearing the credit out the port, when you're hearing the crash DFC, when you're hearing they sell out the water, they sell out the light, you ain't got no place where you could collect the revenues. And the government sustain it set by taxes, and they run the country straight up. I don't want to say the other one. You understand what I'm saying? So you are right, caller. If he had said that, and just like Curdle and them, the last minister where had turned it back on PUP and never did look back was the one where say, we are messed up. We are trapped between the deep blue sea. And that was her hair spot. That was her hair spot, and up to today, he no look back.
So you would say that there is a clear comparison between the two parties?
There's a clear thing, sir. There's a clear thing. You don't need no blind eye James for show you, sir. It's very clear that UDP, the United Democratic Party, is moving forward and they are helping the people of this country. We are creating jobs. When PUP, I could remember in my days, when them pave our street, the amount of ribbon cutting them people do, they never know play. And we watch Darrell Bradley, he do umpteens a street. I know a ribbon cutting, sir. You understand me?
I'd like to correct that statement. There is no comparison between both parties.
Okay.
None, zero.
Yeah, zero.
As a matter of fact, but I take your point that if you compare them, you find out that the PUP is easily the most corrupt government we've ever had. But there's no comparison between one and the other. No, I take objection to that.
Easy, Glenn, we're almost out of time. We know you have more time. Some people have said that since the last city council election, that the People's United Party has won that election. That'll be the same trend in Belize City when this big election come up.
Make I tell you something, sir. In terms if you or any one of them that believe that it's going to be the same thing, this is not no city council election, you know. This is general election, and make I say this. Sometimes the people are kind of confused and so, but people don't see even that the city council right now in Belize City, people don't see that they give them one chance, and the chance when they give them, then they take chance off of the people. Some of the sanitation workers cannot get no money, can't get a salary. Then him had one good Christmas. They usually make that one little Christmas party with Darrell Bradley and so forth. Not even that. You hear why they tell you. So when it comes to the city council in Belize, I am sorry. Then they take up the dirt instead of they go and take the dirt to solid waste, because we have a control station for the garbage and so forth. But they're so spiteful that they don't want to carry the garbage at the dump site because they have to pay a little sniping. They take it right behind the city council at Belize and 4.5 miles and dump it at the back there, which that is wrong, because that is hazard to people health and detrimental to people health.
So you have said the city council not show enough for the PUP party that people consider Belize City. Boy, well, we're good right there, so make we continue this way.
Man, in UDP city council, we had know all the councillors, we had know the mayor. In PUP council, the only one we know that Wagler. Only him they know. The rest of councillors, nobody know them. Nobody know them. They are not going out on the streets. They are not greeting the people. They know they do their work. One spell you have a councillor for works. for the council. You want to see him up on the street, Dean Samuels on the street, he can go check the streets now and so forth. We got Vernon Street right there. You take a trip down that Vernon Street right now and that cemetery is so terrible. Right by the election place that we are going to get registered. Election and boundaries, I want to see that. You understand me? And it's a disgrace, man. You understand me? So I am telling this to the mayor, Belize. This is the one-time trip for you, sir. You the pay away going out.
So that now make the people change their perception and say, yeah, we don't vote out the UDP for this city council election now for the general election.
When was the city council?
Why they going on the second
second year.
Second year, I know.
So that's not going to happen until 2021.
21. After the big election.
Yes, after when we done win this next election, then we will take over the council, because the council is in a mess right now. I tell you, they scramble like egg. They scramble like egg. And in terms of that, when they had first started, they had a lot of workers. They retrenched their workers and so forth. There is no kind of, how should I say, incentive when the people and they get fired. They have to go through hell and high water to get their money. It's a shame. It's a shame.
Well, why is it that we didn't hear more about it? Because it seems to me that it's a ploy by the media to hide these things coming out of the city council. However, if it were UDP, they would be right in the forefront.
Man, they're like shark. Yes. But I am just saying that they know how they could hide things under the grass or under sawdust. But in terms of that, what is in the dark, want to come out in the light, don't care how long it takes, sir.
And that's what you're doing right now, bring it out into the light.
I am bringing it out into the light.
Well, Easy Glenn, we know that you will be regular on the program.
That's right.
And we'd like to thank you for your introduction today, but it's 9 o'clock, and we want to ask you to give your closing remarks for this morning.
Well, this morning I just want to say thanks to both of you to get me on the show, and I want to say this morning, top of the new year to all the young people out there. You don't have a mind on the own, and think for yourself, because you see what they happen with the create jobs and so forth. And I want to say to the party leader, Mr. Barrow, who is leaving, sir, I take off my hat to you as well. And to the two candidates, which is running for party leader, Minister Jan and Minister Patrick. No? So we'll see what will come out of that. But the main thing is take care of yourself, life over death, respect to y'all.
Well, thank you, Easy Glenn.
Thanks again, sir.
Yes, man.
Thank you again.
And folks, this is where we close the Sugar City Morning Show for today. My name is Robert Checker Usher. The show repeats at 9 o'clock tonight. We got the Hot Channel 7 News coming up at 6:30 right here on this same station. Stay tuned for all great programs throughout the day. And if the good Lord so will, we will be back with you tomorrow.
Bless.
Compañeros, muchas gracias por su audiencia. Tenemos que terminar. El señor Isilin estará con nosotros durante el futuro inmediato como comentarista, y le damos la bienvenida y trataremos de traer su mensaje más a menudo. Él es un activista político, así que, pero también tenemos que hablar en inglés de vez en cuando. El señor no habla español. Bueno, habiendo dicho eso, les doy las gracias por todo, por su audiencia. De nuevo, muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Y este show repite a las 9, pero primero Dios, estaremos con ustedes mañana a la misma hora. Cuídense mucho. Estaremos de vuelta con ustedes tan pronto mañana por la mañana. Muchas gracias. Se cuiden.
City Morning Show.
world-class spaces for Belizean athletes to thrive and fans to enjoy. Our new basketball and multipurpose arenas have proven their worth, attracting regional and international sporting events and hosting expos, conferences, and proud graduates. Your government moving Belize forward.
Girl, that about time you reach my house.
Girl, you know how things go. I busy with everything. But how you?
Since my son got married the girl far down the road, I left here with this whole addition to this house. And I don't know where I'm going to do with it. But I think I want to rent it out for tourists stay.
Girl, that what you to do? You to sit on park gold mine. If you want to use it for Airbnb, first thing you have to do, the register with BTB. So call me 227-2420 and ask them how to register. After that, everybody had to call you for rent your place. But that what you to do?
Girl, then you tell me if I call BTB?
Did you know that if you own or operate a tourist accommodation, such as a room in your home for cash purposes to any guest, local or foreign, regardless of its location in the country, or if you are registered or advertising such room or property with any booking engine or marketing platform such as Airbnb, by law, you must register with the BTB. If you fail to do so, you commit an offense punishable by fine or imprisonment. For further information or assistance, please contact the BTB at licensing@BelizeTourismBoard.org or telephone 227